friends, welcome back to my channel. It's time for us to do another update of my project pan for 2018. I actually have managed to work through 3 products. Let's go ahead and jump in with those. First thing that I have is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Rose. I was about halfway when I brought this into the challenge and I managed to, no surprise, work through this. You guys are going to keep seeing a lot of these mini ones while I can kind of focus on them to kind of get down on the number of items that I have in my drawer right now. I really did like the scent of this. It went on really well. It was so refreshing. So definitely recommend it. If you can buy the full-size Rose one, I would probably buy that one myself. I also managed to use up the Cover FX Illuminating Primer base. This didn't take too long. This was fine, nothing necessarily to write home about. I have so many primers in my drawer right now that I do not need to buy anymore, but happy to get through another item that I wanted to use up in 2018. And the last one I finished up, I'm really happy with. It's the Mica Beauty Primer. This is very like love-hate that I use this up. I, on the one hand, am really happy that this is gone because it was kind of pretty old. But on the other hand, I'm definitely missing it. And you're not gonna see me roll in one of these eyeshadow bases because I've been finding that since I am no longer looking to use up a neutral eyeshadow primer, I'm really kind of only picking the ones out of my drawer as they go with the eye looks I plan for that day. And so I don't feel like I'm going to be making substantial progress from update to update. So I'm just going to avoid bringing one of those in until I'm ready to kind of fully commit myself to either a certain type of lid shade which that particular primer goes with, or if I'm at a point where it's so close to being done that I'm ready to start showing you guys the progress of it. So just know that I finished this up, but you're not going to see any primers for a while for eyes. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the products that I have just continued to make progress on but haven't yet finished up. First up is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I'll go ahead and insert what it was looking like at the last update. And this is what it looks like now. This is definitely slow moving. I'm trying to work on like picking up this part with the brush I use to go with this part of my face, and then with my larger, fluffier brush, I'm trying to go on this side, which is why you don't see like a ton of noticeable pan shifting and showing. I'm just trying to be strategic about getting this stuff used up because if you can see with the texture, when I repress this, it didn't go to being fully super smooth again, and I don't feel like this will hold up to being repressed a second time, so I'm trying to avoid that altogether. I still like bronzer a lot, so I'm not necessarily unhappy about that, and I'm definitely more gentle using it right now with me being so pale, but as it starts to warm up, I'll probably be using more bronzer and this will get moved up a bit quicker. The next thing I have is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. This I don't feel like I have a lot of progress on, even though I feel like I've been using it a ton lately. I was here at the last update and now I am down to here. I am definitely getting down to the nitty gritty. I would say probably in the last like week and a half, this has been the only foundation that I have been using. I'm really just trying to push myself to use it. I don't feel like it looks necessarily as terrible as I originally was thinking it did. I'm also trying out different ways to apply it, which I think is helping sort of thin it out, but definitely want to keep working on this. Really hoping by the next update this will be used up. It'll be a huge win for me because really all the foundations that I have left in my collection are ones that I really like and don't have a problem using up. So fingers crossed I can stay motivated in using this continuously. Next thing that I have and I'm actually really excited about is my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I am about halfway on this, I would say. I'm actually really enjoying this. I've grown to dislike most silicone-based primers, but for some reason, I like this one. It really does do a good job of filling in my pores and sort of evening them out so that you don't notice them as much when I apply my foundation. So this stuff is nice. Happy I'm enjoying it because it is not easy to use up primers that I don't necessarily like, and once I get this used up, I can easily move on to some of the smaller primers that I have and making a bigger dent in my goals for 2018. I also have the 2 eye primers that I have been using. The first is the Wet n Wild Shimmer. I have to admit something, I haven't really used this despite my enthusiasm at the last update. I have been using this because I re-pulled out the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I'd mentioned to you guys that I wanted to try using this again because I wasn't sure if it was breaking out my eyelids, and I have to report that ever since bringing it out a second time, I don't have any problems with it. So I have been focusing on this exclusively because it's neutral, it's very easy to apply, and I figured like I may as well just plug away at it while I, didn't have any problems with it. So I've managed to get down to here with this primer. I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna keep working on this exclusively. I'll probably take this out of the challenge or out of the rotation, at least for a little while I work more on this, because I just would rather get through this more expensive product than this sort of cheaper Wet n Wild product. Next thing I have is my Laura Geller Color Luster Lip Gloss. This thing is taking so long to use up. I have officially taken the stopper out of this and I am now down to that last line. I definitely feel like at the next update this will be gone. I do enjoy this lip product, but this just is proof that lip products take me so long to use up. I definitely don't apply as much throughout the day as I probably could, so even though I'm enjoying this and it's slow moving, I definitely do want to use it up. Now on to my two concealers. I have the Colorpop No Filter Concealer. This is definitely on the very last of its legs. I have my line down at the very bottom. This is one of those things where I feel like now that I've taken the stopper out of it, if I just probably spent like a week and a half to 2 weeks working on this, this would be gone. But I've been trying to keep myself focused and motivated and only treating myself to using this while I've been plugging away at the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This definitely is slowly but surely getting used up. I have taken the stopper out of this one as well. And so you can see here, like looking at the applicator, there's a lot of stuff coming up on the applicator still, so I probably will try this as a foundation once to see if I like it, and if so, I'll go forth with that. That way I can then work on this and get both of these used up. I really like one of these to be gone by the next update, but we'll see. And then lastly, I have the two items that I'm keeping track of on paper. The first one I have is the Tarte Lip Surgeons. Just to show it to you, you can definitely see that I have rounded this puppy out. It has not a whole lot of product that is sitting on top before I have to scroll it up. When I map out the paper progress, it doesn't necessarily look that substantial, but I am applying it as a base before I put on the Laura Geller. I like the texture of this. I think it feels really nice on my lips, so definitely not super bummed that it's taking me a while to use up, but looking forward to getting this out of my collection at some point. And then I have the NYX Wonder Pencil. Again, not super big, intensive progress, but again, I'm using it in such a small way that what do I expect? Just sort of like a fun one to keep track of. All right, guys, that is it for me and this update. I am still enjoying this project pan. I decided not to bring in any new items just yet until I kind of finish up some of the things that are in here, kind of breathe new life into the challenge and still keep me focused. But as always, if you have any project pan tips, let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.